The iPhone 5C is in many ways the distillation of what people love about the iPhone 5. It's simpler, more essential, yet it's more capable and certainly more colorful. We believe the iPhone is an experience that's defined by hardware and software working harmoniously together. We continue to refine that experience, dramatically blurring the boundaries between the two, making it more powerful, more intuitive, and ultimately more useful. iPhone 5C is beautifully, unapologetically plastic. Multiple parts have been reduced to a single polycarbonate component whose surface is continuous and seamless. I think that designs with a real coherence are the result of developing form, material, and color in unison, each element informing and in many ways defining the other, creating a significant and a meaningful design. Just as with its appearance, we took the same fanatical care with how the iPhone 5C feels in your hand. That sense of quality and integrity that's synonymous with the iPhone. That meant developing the design by creating a whole new structural architecture. It starts with a single piece of polycarbonate, into which we install a steel reinforced frame, creating a bespoke assembly that doubles as an antenna. We then add the rear plate. We then machine holes for the buttons, ensuring perfect alignment. And then the entire assembly goes through multiple finishing processes, including a clear lacquer hardcoat that creates a durable and incredibly glossy surface. This whole process culminates in an extraordinarily rigid structure and a solid, dense feel that you would not expect from a plastic product. From the beginning, we wanted to design cases as colorful and as well made as the iPhone itself. The soft, matte, microfiber lined silicone is a very intentional contrast to the glossy, hardcoat finish of the iPhone. The result is a case that extends and complements the product while offering dozens of colorful combinations.
iPhone 5C is built on a foundation of features that people know and love. Like the beautiful 4-inch Retina display, blazing fast performance and console-level graphics from the A6 chip, the 8-megapixel iSight camera, and an impressive battery life. And now, we've added more LTE bands than any other smartphone in the world. And we've given it a new FaceTime HD camera for even better FaceTime calls and self-portraits. Beyond that, it comes with iOS 7, which includes new features like Control Center, AirDrop, and iTunes Radio. Combined with a ton of other great features, iOS 7 creates an experience that's even simpler, more useful, and more enjoyable. iOS 7 is designed to complement the iPhone 5C beautifully. The wallpapers are color-matched to the exterior, and the translucency inherent in iOS 7 carries this color through everything you do. This is just another great example of how we design and engineer our products in concert. It really is the only way that we believe provides the right experience.
I think it's quite remarkable when something feels familiar and yet it's new at the same time. That's the iPhone 5C. It's the vivid realization of hardware and software together in one device.
One of the things people love most about their iPhone is they can take great photos with it. iPhone 5S lets you do even more with photos and video. It makes the world's most popular camera even better. Any digital camera is only as good as its sensor. While more pixels produce a bigger picture, We prefer bigger pixels because they mean an even better picture. With iPhone 5S, we started with a wider f2.2 aperture. That, combined with our new state-of-the-art 8-megapixel backside illuminated CMOS sensor that is 15% larger than before, means each 1.5 micron pixel can convert 33% more light into image data. This is all processed by the new A7 chip with 64-bit desktop-class architecture. That's a lot of numbers that basically mean the pictures you take will have greater dynamic range, with more details in the highlights and shadows, and less overall noise in the image.
A really great sensor is only the beginning of how iPhone 5S takes really amazing photos and video. In low light, iPhone 5S uses the new auto image stabilization. When you press the shutter, it imperceptibly takes up to 4 very quick photos, intelligently merging them to reduce blurring from camera shake and subject motion. And in really low light, it uses the all-new True Tone Flash. iPhone 5S measures the color temperature of the available light, then fires the white and amber flashes together in just the right ratio to create a balanced image. The colors in your photos will look truer and your skin tones more natural. iPhone 5S also has some fun new camera features, like photo burst mode. It continually captures at 10 images a second when you hold down the shutter. Advanced algorithms help select the individual photos or sequence of photos you might like best. And the new slow motion feature lets you shoot HD video at 120 frames per second. You can then select a specific section you want played back at quarter speed. All these features are the result of hardware and software working together so seamlessly that they essentially become invisible. So all you have to do is concentrate on taking a great photo or video and let iPhone do the rest.
iPhone 5S is our most refined iPhone to date. It is meticulously designed, engineered, and crafted. But it's the remarkable innovation inside the iPhone 5S that sets a new precedent. It's not just rampant technology for technology's sake. Every single component, every process has been considered and measured to make sure that it's truly useful and that it actually enhances the user's experience. This care, this consideration extends to how we protect all of the important information that you actually carry with you on your iPhone. It's what led us to create Touch ID.
Your fingerprint is one of the best passwords in the world. It's always with you, and no two are exactly alike. So it made perfect sense to create a simple, seamless way to use it as a password. With just a touch of your home button, the Touch ID sensor quickly reads your fingerprint and automatically unlocks your phone. You can even use it to authorize purchases through our stores for music, movies, TV shows, apps, and books. Setting up Touch ID to recognize your fingerprint is easy, and every time you use it, it gets better at reading your print. It can read multiple fingerprints and read them in any orientation. The technology within Touch ID is some of the most advanced hardware and software we put in any device. The button itself is made from sapphire crystal, one of the clearest, hardest materials available. This protects the sensor and acts as a lens to precisely focus it on your finger. The steel ring surrounding the button detects your finger and tells Touch ID to start reading your print. The sensor uses advanced capacitive touch to take, in essence, a high-resolution image of your fingerprint from the subepidermal layers of your skin. It then intelligently analyzes this information with a remarkable degree of detail and precision. It categorizes your print by one of 3 basic types: arch, loop, or whorl. It maps individual details in the ridges that are smaller than the human eye can see, and even inspects minor variations in ridge direction caused by pores and edge structures. Touch ID uses all this to provide the most accurate match and a very high level of security. All fingerprint information is encrypted and stored inside the secure enclave in our new A7 chip. Here, it is locked away from everything else, accessible only by the Touch ID sensor. It's never available to other software, and it's never stored on Apple servers or backed up to iCloud.
Touch ID defines the next step of how you use your iPhone, making something as important as security so effortless and so simple. We believe that technology is at its very best, at its most empowering, when it simply disappears.
This episode of Soldier Knows Best is brought to you by Audible. Hey, what's up guys, Soldier Knows Best here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the new features and settings and tweaks that are in iOS 7 that Apple has not talked about. So some of these are pretty small, minor things, and then some things are really going to probably change the way you use your phone. So it's going to jump right into the video with the first thing. Now, one of the first new changes in iOS 7 is the way you access the Spotlight search. Before you had to go all the way over to the left side of the screen, but now from any home page, you can just slide down from the middle of the screen and it'll bring up the Spotlight search at the top, and now you can go and start searching for applications, email, messages, and things like that. Now, another thing is when you go into the new clock application and you start a new timer, and when you lock your phone, now you'll see the timer actually underneath the regular time. And so now you'll be able to keep track of things you're keeping timed up, even though your phone is going to be locked. Now, when you go to turn off your phone, now there's a nice animation to slide the power off. And now when you slide your finger on that, your screen will slowly start to get dark. And then once you go all the way to the right, it will completely turn off. And this is just, again, another little animation that makes things a little bit more unique. Now, when you go to turn your phone back on, you can slide to unlock anywhere on the screen. Before, you had a little bar at the bottom that you had to hit exactly. Now you can actually just slide anywhere on the screen without even looking. Now, next up is a couple new things with multitasking. One is that when you are in landscape mode in certain applications and you go to multitask by double tapping on the home button, all the multitasking applications will be in landscape as well. Before, they just showed the portrait orientation. And then also too, you can close out multiple applications at once. So you can use 1 or 3 fingers to basically slide on all 3 of those applications to close them out all at once, just in case you're in a hurry to close out everything. Now, in the App Store in iOS 7, you can now add things to a wish list. So if you're looking at an application, you're not really sure if you want to buy it yet, you can save it to your wish list, and then now you can look at it at a later point. When it comes to the stock icons, they have a new look to them, but the clock application now updates in real time. So if you look closely, you'll see that the clock is actually keeping up to the regular time. Now, how useful is this? I don't know, but I would like to see the weather application get updated with this feature as well. Now, I don't think Apple talked about Passbook at all, but one new feature in Passbook is now you can scan things into your Passbook like a QR code. You can add gift cards and add different things to your Passbook kind of folder there. And there's a few new things in the Maps application, but one useful thing is that now in the top right-hand corner, you'll notice a little compass there. So now when you're navigating around the maps, you'll be able to find exactly which direction you're pointing in. So you can be pointing in south or west or northwest like Kanye Kim. But anyway, that's just one other useful thing in the Maps. A nice little touch that Apple added is that when you're dialing a number to call somebody, you can now see the background as you hit the numbers. You'll see whatever background you have there, it'll kind of poke through there. And it's a nice little touch. You may not notice it at first, but it's a little touch that kind of makes, again, things a little bit different. And when it comes to the camera application, you can now pinch to zoom in while recording video. So this will help you get a lot closer to your subject while you're recording video just by pinching and zooming. And another thing is that when you take a panoramic image, you can now use that as your home screen or your lock screen wallpaper. So when you select it as one of those wallpapers, you can now move your phone around and it'll start navigating around that image. So this is a nice little touch that I really do like, and I mostly use it for my lock screen. All right, so that's a few things I just wanted to show you guys that Apple is adding into iOS 7. Now, some things can change. They can remove some things, and they definitely probably be adding more things into this new OS. So stay tuned for more information about that. And if a lot of stuff does come out, I'll make another part 2 for this video. But anyway, guys, leave a comment down below what you think about all these new features in iOS 7. Which ones are you more excited for, or what is missing? What is Apple not doing in iOS 7 that you want to see done? And also, before I officially do end this video, I'm just going to take one last look at our sponsor. And today's sponsor is Audible. Now, Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks, and these are awesome because you can listen to them while you're working out, while you're driving, while you're just chilling at home. You don't have to flip the pages. Just put them in your iPod, your MP3 player, your tablet, your cell phone, and just sit back and relax. And one of the books that I'm listening to right now, because I'm a huge fan of the show, is Game of Thrones. So if you want to listen to this book or any other book you choose for absolutely free, you can go to audible.com/soldier and you get 1 free audiobook to listen to. Again, that's audible.com/soldier, and the link is down below. All right, guys, that wraps up this video. All the links to my social networks are down below: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And thanks for watching this video, guys, and I will catch you later. Peace.